Welcome back, everybody. We are going to spend some time today working on my track E46. Now, if you don't know, I bought this car 2 months ago with the goal of turning it into a seat time budget track car. So since then, we've done the full rear end, bushings, solid sway bar bushings, poly diff mounts, did the reinforcement kit, fixed the one crack I found. We did the engine bulletproofing with the cooling system, the oil pump nut, and the oil pump tensioner. And now we're doing some fun stuff. So last video you saw, which if you didn't watch it, up here, make sure you go watch it. We installed a bucket seat and deleted the sunroof so that we can put a roll hoop in it. But today, something I'm looking forward to. I have new wheels and some Aero, which I think will greatly transform the look of this car. So I'm excited to get to it, but enough talking, let's start taking stuff apart. Before we can put the new wheels on, we gotta take the old ones off, so let's do it. For new wheels, I found some OZ Superleggeros that are a 17x9 and are wrapped in a G-Force Sport Comp 2. Now exactly the same for the other three. Next, we're installing the Aero I was talking about. So this is not exactly the wing I bought, but it's very similar. I did not pay $2,100 for it. I found it on Facebook locally, and I paid $350 for this carbon fiber 67-inch wing. So this wing is made by APR, and they have sheets and data showing that it makes up to 450 pounds of downforce at 120 miles an hour at max angle of attack, which is way more than we will need. So it's going to be a good fit. Will be well complemented by the rest of our Aero, and I've always wanted to put a big carbon wing on something. So here is my new to me APR GT style wing. It is carbon fiber, and it's used, so it was cheap, good deal, but I can't even stand back here. It is 67 inches long. So I've had to make some spacers here. Essentially the default mounting position for the legs is too wide for my trunk because it's just a universal wing. So I've had to make some spacers, get some longer bolts, but I think I'm finally ready to drill some holes in the trunk and install this thing. So it uses studs that thread with a hex. They have a little hex on the end. Thread these up into the legs, and then you mount them from the bottom. So, but I'm gonna need to figure out where I want to put it, take some measurements to make sure it's centered and even, and drill some holes. After finishing the wing install, the next day I went ahead and I weighed everything I took out of the interior of the car. This is not an exhaustive summary. I took some more stuff out after this, but it all totaled up to almost 200 pounds of stuff deleted from the car. In my quest for downforce, I enlisted the help of my buddy Draven, who does some woodworking, to help me work this piece of plywood into a usable splitter for the E46. He was more than willing to help, but as soon as we got set up, it started to rain, and as you'll be able to see here in this time lapse, my garage actually kind of flooded while we were in the middle of making this. I will say that making the splitter was a lot of fun. I don't have a ton of experience with woodworking, but I'm very happy with the outcome, and it's super sturdy. So I think it went pretty well. Little disclaimer, the splitter is not on in these videos, but here is a look at the car with the wing and the wheels. So there you have it. The car looks so much better in my opinion. And because I took the B-roll before I put the splitter on, here are 1, 2, and 3 pictures of the car with the splitter since then. I think it really ties it all together. Now, this Aero I have, it's not just for looks. We're going to test it out. And by test it out, I mean we're going to Mid-Ohio. So tune in for the next video where we will test out the Aero and see what we think of Mid-Ohio. Obviously, I've been to Groton and I've been to Nelson Ledges. I'm excited to hit Mid-Ohio as I've heard lots of cool things. Excited to experience it for myself. So be sure you come back for that. More content on this car. We have a bunch more stuff in the pipeline, and I'm excited to share it with y'all. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.